The second week of testimony in the sentencing trial of Tanner Horner began with graphic testimony about how he murdered 7-year-old Athena Strand.
Horner pleaded guilty last week when the trial began to the kidnapping and murdering Strand. Today, the jury heard phone calls that Horner made to family members from jail after his arrest. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more of what happened in court. Peyton.
Heather, and today's testimony ended with those phone calls from Tanner Horner inside the Wise County Jail, and the topics and the emotions ranged. At times, he realized the severity of the situation. Other times, joked about being in jail and that this crime attracted national news. Athena Strand's mother listened to Tanner Horner's jail phone calls during Monday afternoon's testimony. Horner denied sexually abusing the girl to his family on the calls.
Tanner, I just hope you didn't do nothing weird to that little girl. I believe you. Okay. I didn't think you did. I just know it. I know how you did it.
The former FedEx driver did admit he dumped the little girl's body after he kidnapped and killed her while delivering a package to the family's Wise County home in November 2022, a crime Horner pleaded guilty to at the start of his trial. Now the jury will decide if he will receive the death penalty or life in prison.
I would just say multiple impact sites.
Dr. Jessica Dwyer performed Athena Strand's autopsy, ruling she died as a result of multiple blunt force injuries with smothering and strangulation. Dr. Dwyer said Athena did not appear to have any sexual trauma, which she confirmed again during cross-examination with the defense. But prosecutors then asked Dr. Dwyer if the lack of sexual trauma meant that no sexual contact or sexual assault took place.
Lack of injuries does not mean that there's a possibility that sexual assault did or did not occur.
In opening statements last week, prosecutors indicated there is DNA evidence of sexual assault. Prosecutors also presented letters they say Horner wrote before he apparently tried to commit suicide in the Wise County Jail. In one addressed to Athena's family, Horner apologized.
I wanted to start by saying how sorry I am about Athena.
Horner also wrote he was on the autism spectrum and that changes to his FedEx route caused him to have meltdowns, adding he doesn't do well with change. However, in a letter to detectives, Horner claimed an unidentified man held him at gunpoint and told him to take the child. Last week, body camera footage was shown in court where Horner placed the blame on a second personality named Zero for killing Athena. And also a difficult moment in the courtroom today. An FBI special agent testified and was asked to describe photos of Athena's body to the jury. Those photos were not displayed publicly. They were hard copies given to the jury. But we looked over, Athena's family has been here every day and they continue to be here. And Athena's mother, during that description, was visibly upset, had her head in her hands and barely able to listen. We will be back here tomorrow. Testimony continues at 9 a.m.